Imagine it's the blessed days of Eid al-Adha, and all around you, families are joyfully preparing their Qurbani sacrifices, the sheep, the goats, the cows, ready to be shared with neighbors, the poor, and family alike. But you find yourself wondering, what if you simply can't afford to offer a Qurbani this year? What if your circumstances are tight, and the cost feels like a mountain too high to climb? It's a heavy question, one that can weigh on the heart deeply, especially when you see the joy of sacrifice around you. But here is the beautiful truth that Islam offers. The door to Allah's mercy and reward is never closed for those who cannot afford. The essence of Qurbani is not just about the animal, but about the heart's intention, sacrifice, and closeness to Allah. The Quran beautifully reminds us in Surah Al-Hajj, "And for every nation we have appointed a right that they may mention the name of Allah over what He has provided for them of / sacrificial animals." 22:34. The sacrifice is a symbol, a worship act, a way to remember the immense sacrifice of Prophet Ibrahim a.s., who was ready to give up his most beloved possession in submission to Allah's command. Yet, the Quran and Sunnah also teach us that Allah is most merciful and knows what is in the heart. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "Actions are judged by intentions," Bukhari and Muslim. This means that your sincere intention to fulfill this pillar of worship holds immense value, even if the material means are not there. The companions of the Prophet, Sahaba, many of whom lived simple lives, understood this well. When some companions were unable to perform certain acts of worship due to hardship, the Prophet would remind them that Allah's mercy and reward are beyond what the eye can see. The generosity of Islam is evident in the many ways it addresses those in difficulty. Whether it's fasting, charity, or pilgrimage, there is always ease and compassion. For example, the Quran states in Surah Al-Baqarah, "Allah intends for you ease and does not intend for you hardship." 2:185. So, if you cannot afford Qurbani, your heart can still participate in the spirit of sacrifice through dua, prayer, and acts of kindness. You can support others who are sacrificing by helping them in small ways, like spreading awareness or volunteering to distribute meat. Remember, the Prophet Ibrahim's willingness to sacrifice was an act of absolute submission and trust in Allah, and the real reward lies in that spiritual surrender, not only in the physical act. Reflect also on the story of Prophet Nuh a.s., who faced great trials and was saved by steadfast faith and reliance on Allah, despite material losses. Similarly, the Prophet Muhammad's life shows us patience through hardship and that Allah's reward is proportional to our efforts and intentions. If you are truly unable, there is no sin on you. Rather, turn your heart to Allah with humility and ask for His mercy. The beautiful hadith that, "Whoever cannot find a sacrifice should fast for 3 days during Eid," Sunan Ibn Majah, offers another way to connect spiritually when Qurbani is out of reach. And if you can give even a small amount, helping others perform Qurbani or supporting the needy, know that your contribution is counted and cherished by Allah. In fact, giving even a grain of sincere charity purifies the soul and brings you closer to Allah's pleasure. Ask yourself, what is the essence of this sacred act? Is it the animal alone or the submission, the trust, and the love for Allah that it represents? When the Prophet Ibrahim raised his knife, he taught the world about complete reliance on Allah's mercy and wisdom. So, when financial barriers block the way, remember the words of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, "Indeed, Allah is free of need and praiseworthy." Quran 35:15. Your worth in Islam is not measured by wealth but by faith, intention, and patience. In conclusion, if you find yourself unable to afford Qurbani, hold fast to your faith, maintain sincere intention, and engage in alternative acts of worship. Seek Allah's mercy with a humble heart, support others in need if you can, and trust that Allah's reward is infinite and beyond what we can imagine. The beauty of Islam lies in its compassion, its understanding of human hardship, and its eternal promise that Allah's mercy overflows for every sincere servant. So this Eid, whatever your circumstances, remember, your sacrifice in faith is accepted, your intention is seen, and Allah's love for you remains boundless. May this understanding bring peace to your heart and strength to your soul.